I'm Medha Krishen. I'm a freshman. I'm Indian. So my family, like most of my family, they're all from India, and both my parents, my grandparents were born and raised in India, and my parents immigrated here back in 1992. And I was born in New York City, and I lived there for a couple months, then Richmond, Virginia for a year and a half, then Cleveland, Ohio for 2 years, and then Bloomfield Hills for 2 years, and then like Fort Gratiot for 12 years, and then now I'm here.
Transnational?
Yeah. Well, because I think it's like most of the people who live there, like I identify like Ann Arbor is now like my home. Like I don't consider my hometown to be my home anymore because it's just like very, I don't know, I went back during Thanksgiving break and it's just very different and a lot of people are just like, I don't know, in Ann Arbor you come here and people like are motivated and like energized to do something, and if they don't like something they will change it. They're very positive and they have the can-do-it attitude, and they just think out of the box and they don't think in like, if I do this then I have to do this. While in my hometown they're like low-key Trump supporters. They got that underlying racial thing going on, and I don't know, I just can't hang around people who are going to have like preconceived notions about me because of like what I look like. Also, New York City is also like my second home too. I was born there and I have a lot of family and friends there, so the people like make or break it for me, because you can live in a small town but if the people are like awesome then that's cool, but if the people there are like make you feel like an outsider, just like not like they don't do it like explicitly but they do it implicitly and they're like, oh, where are you from? No, like where are you actually from?
Do you have like strong ties to India and like
I mean, not really, because I haven't been there as much as like other first generation kids from India.
Okay.
But like I can speak the language and I watch a lot of Bollywood films. So like if I ever move to India, like I can like easily like become within the community because it's like so like it's second nature for me. So like I don't live like a two-part life, but I can like go back between like American culture and Indian culture really easily. I don't know, I feel like when you travel a lot, you feel like you belong to the world because you get to like see other people's lives, and if you like when you travel and you actually try to like communicate with people, like local people, and try to understand their feelings, and then you like realize that you're both the same, that even though you were both born in like different countries and different worlds and like brought up differently, like you're basically the same. So I feel like I've traveled a lot. My mom has lived in 19 countries growing up. So I have like, I don't know, I understand people with different backgrounds, like I can understand them easier and I can like communicate better with them. So I feel like, yes, you do belong to a country, but if you are able to see someone as like a human being and you're equal, even though like they might be completely different from you, you can also have that, whatever. I think they're both equally important because you can have it's important to have the legal right so that you're legally protected and you're legally like equal to every other citizen in the country. But if you don't feel like you belong to a country, like that citizen can feel like distant away from their country and not feel like as patriotic or be as involved within the community than they should be in order for their community to like thrive and always like keep on improving. So it's like you have to have a balance of both. I was actually I wasn't surprised, but I was just shocked that it happened in Ann Arbor, because like compared to like the rest of the state, Ann Arbor is actually pretty liberal and like progressive and more like open-minded, and just to, we're very close to Dearborn, so to have those attacks, specifically to the hijabi woman, like Dearborn has the most, I think, Middle Eastern and Arabic population apart from the Middle East itself in the world, so I was kind of like taken aback by it, but at the same time, I feel like we need to, as like together, help people understand different cultures and different like views of thought or whatever. But I don't know how I feel about the text. It was like, we're better than this. Why are we doing this? And then also like the way that people have been responding to it. Like some people are like, oh, she's just saying that so that because she's a minority and she wants get attention, and it's like, no, I don't think you can make up someone trying to tell you that they're going to burn you because you're wearing a hijab. So it's just like, I don't know, like some people just need to like take off their shoes and like realize that their privilege and someone else's privilege is very different, and to make sure that they understand the different levels of privilege. I think if we understand that, we can help attack these situations better and prevent them. Yeah.